Hey everybody, good morning. I just jumped on here for some morning chit chat as I go for a little walk this morning. So I needed to get out the house before I start work. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about trauma bond relationships and um, karmic friendships. And I want to talk too because I was that karmic friend, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. Um, but when I think about like the trauma bond relationships that I had in the past, I noticed that like a lot of the relationships or friendships that I had really did connect to obviously um, the toxicity that I was prone to growing up. And a lot of those connections, and from my experience, were very similar. Um, you know, I was friends with someone who was very like passive aggressive, condescending, love bombing, because that was stuff that those were traits that I was used to. And it's so interesting on how like the psyche works and trauma works that you don't even realize how you can just absorb those type of relationships. It's scary, but it's quite interesting at the same time. And you know, as I'm starting to learn my boundaries and learning that you still learning the type of person that I am. Yes, at 30, I am still learning me. You know, and then took the courage to step back and remove myself from certain connections because it just wasn't serving me, which is not an easy thing to do. Um, but I'm not perfect because what a lot of people don't a lot of people don't talk about when you grow up in toxic, like say if you grow, when you grow up in a toxic household or not, or if you were raised by like a narcissistic parent, those traits do connect to you as well because as a kid when you are exposed to certain behaviors, sometimes you will learn those behaviors too, you know even if you don't just get with people or connect with people who have those certain traits. So that's why I say too, like I was that karmic friend who was just, felt like I was entitled of people's time or, you know, I would call people and just dump all my troubles onto them, but not even realizing, well, they may have stuff going on too. You can't just call somebody up or call your friends and family up when you're just going through something, you know? And as I'm healing and I'm learning to have a better relationship with myself and heal myself. I'm also learning to have better relationship with those who are around me, who I love and care for, who's been there for me, and definitely been a process. You know, definitely been a process, but trauma bonds and friendships is a thing. I had stepped away from someone who I was friends with a very long time, and I had to step away from it because I realized this is not a pure connection. This is not a reciprocated connection. When you are growing and learning and you are, you know, developing positive aspects of your life, you want to be around those who are doing the same thing. And those who aren't, you have to separate yourself. They can't come on that journey with you. You have to leave people in the past who just you don't resonate. And it's okay to grow apart from people and realize you don't resonate with people anymore, friends anymore. And that's something that I'm still grieving and coming to, in terms to as well. But also getting rid of the toxic characteristics that I have so I can have better connections with those who are in my life, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because we always quick to talk about what others have done to us. But sometimes when healing is not just talking about the stuff that's the bad things that happen to you, but it's also taking accountability of some of the things or ways you have, treated others. Because I'm just learning that people pleasing is a form of manipulation, and I'm a huge people pleaser. So I have to hold myself accountable in, in regards of that. And Also, codependency can come off toxic because I was that friend back in the day who always wanted to give everybody advice and always wanted to tell others what they should be doing. And I know them people was like, girl, you ain't even, is you practicing what you're preaching? It's easy to tell somebody what they need to do, but is you applying it to yourself? Because I was that friend too, where I thought I knew it all. And yeah, you need to do this in your relationship, and well, maybe you need to do that. But all along, back in those days, I was lost my damn self. But it felt good to like try and help others or tell others what to do. But and sometimes friends don't be wanting you to tell them what to do. They just want you to listen, not you pretending like you're their mom or their parent. But that's something that I'm learning to work on, and it has a lot to do with my codependency. But I was that karmic friend. I was, and I had to step away from friendships that I had trauma bonds with in that connection. Because I'm like, if I'm trying to grow and evolve, I can't stay connected to certain people, certain friendships, or even family. It's true. Family got to go too if it's toxic. Family ain't exempt. Family got to go too, dependent. I mean, I talk about, going no contact with my mom, but family definitely, if you aren't in those connections with family members and is not serving you, you got to take a step back and learn how to love people from a distance. But accountability for myself is something that I'm learning because reflection is something that I've been doing a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And and I had to think about it like, yeah, I was that person. It's easy to, you know, talk about what others have done to you, but sometimes you also gotta look at the traits and the toxic traits that you experience. Because at one point in time, I felt like I was entitled to people's time. If I was going through something and you didn't answer the phone, oh my God, I was so offended. But it's like, girl, people got shit that they going through too and things that they gotta get going. And it's like, are you reaching out to that person and asking them how their day was? Asking them if they, how they doing, you know? So that's something that I'm learning and I'm getting through. And I'm grateful and blessed to be in relations because a lot of people don't really have big support systems. So the people in my life that I do have definitely are grateful for, and they, you know, definitely is healthy. But not to end, and I just want to just come on here and talk to you guys and just talk about that. It's something that was also resonating with me um, this morning actually. So just wanted to jump on here. But thank you guys. Have a good one.